want to save money? Do you want to make the world a better place for future generations? Did I mention saving money? Then let me talk to you about something that I feel very strongly about. Let me talk to you about why I think you should stop buying bottled water. Now, America is one of the top consumers of bottled water in the world. Statistics from the Beverage Marketing Corporation state that during 2008, Americans purchased 8.6 billion gallons of bottled water. 3 years later, that number rose to 9.1 billion gallons. Now, according to bottledwater.org, between 1976 and 2013, the purchase of bottled water grew at an annual compounded rate of 9.5%, outdistancing every other beverage category. In 1976, Americans drank 1.6 gallons of bottled water per person. In 2014, that number reached 34.2 gallons. Now, the reason that people choose bottled water vary. Some people are making healthier choices for their families, and bottled water is a very healthy choice. It's also very convenient, and it's much healthier than drinking pop or juice. Bottled water is also considered by some to be a safer option than tap water. Some people buy bottled water because they don't like the smell of the water in their area, or they may not like the taste of the water. Bottled water is also regulated by the FDA because it is a packaged food product. The FDA controls that. Now, tap water, on the other hand, is regulated by the EPA. Now, the EPA sets legal limits on over 90 contaminants in drinking water. They also set testing schedules and methods that water systems must follow. The cost of bottled water versus tap water is immense. ConvergeX Group Chief Market Strategist Nick Colas highlights just a few of these statistics on bottled water. He says that in the U.S., the average bottled water costs about $1.22 per gallon, which is 300 times the cost of tap water. Now, according to IBWA, the cost per gallon of bottled water was about $1.21 in 2013. And when you look at the cost of tap water, which is $2 per every 1,000 gallons, that means that priced by the gallon, bottled water is almost 600 times more expensive than tap water. 600 times is a lot of money. Why are we spending that money when we can save it? Now, Aquafina and Dasani are a couple of the top brands of bottled water in America. These bottled waters are tap water. They have minerals and they have some salt to enhance the flavor, but they're tap water. So if the water in your area smells funny or it tastes bad, some of the things that you can do is to get a water purifier that you attach to your faucet. It screws on, and that will take away some of the taste and the smell. If you don't want to use one for your faucet, you can also get a pitcher that does the same thing. And these two things will help eliminate the smells and the bad tastes from your water. Next, you need to invest in a water bottle. They aren't very expensive, and there's lots of really cute ones out there, and they keep your water nice and cool for up to about 8 hours, some of them. And I love that, especially when it's hot outside, because I love drinking cold water. If cost alone isn't a factor in your decision, then consider our environment. According to CreditDonkey.com, Americans purchase approximately 42.6 billion individual 1-liter bottles of water each year. Globally, people go through roughly 200 billion plastic bottled water. Annually, a lot of these bottles end up in the landfills and don't get recycled. This puts a strain on our natural resources, and also the amount of bottles that don't get recycled, if they were placed end to end, could wrap around the world 4 times. So if we want to leave this world a better place for our children and for future generations, then I think that we need to do all we can to help make this world a better place. And part of that would be to stop buying bottled water and to start using our reusable bottles. Because the amount of trash and the strain that we're putting on our landfills is not going to leave this world in a better place for our children. So let's all do our part to save money and to save the planet.